My name is Catriona Razic. I'm the director of the e-learning company Inmarkets, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the e-learning course and the associated resources that have been developed by Transparency International with the support of Inmarkets and FTI Consulting. Now, the resources are now freely available on TI UK's website, but over the next few minutes I'll talk you through the salient points of the course, and also you'll see at relatively fast speed some elements of the course behind me. First of all, why develop this course? Well, it sprang from TI UK's desire to create a benchmark bribery course, something that can be a reference tool for organisations and something that is freely available to individuals. You'll see behind me a section of the course which sets the scene and raises awareness about bribery and the importance of such. To build this course, TI took the support of FTI Consulting for their practical expertise in forensic investigations of bribery cases, and also the experience of Inmarkets and our experience of building e-learning courses in this particular area. The result of bringing the three sets of expertise together is this course, Doing Business Without Bribery. I shall whiz forward. So let me talk a little bit about the focus of the course. This isn't a course that's purely about bribery prevention. It's about being able to recognising that you can do business and avoid bribes. From the outset, we decided we wanted to create a course that explained how people can continue to do business in risky situations and avoid unethical behaviour. TI's approach is how to help people avoid paying bribes, not how to protect them from their legal liabilities. And so therefore, the course focuses on realistic scenarios that may occur in everyday working life, and how to deal with the difficult situations that you may encounter along the way. Here playing out, you can see an example of that. It's a facilitation request at an airport, and throughout this, it's going quite quickly, so apologies for that, and I'm sure the people at the back cannot read this, but it takes you through how to respond to such a request, and you'll see learning points appearing throughout this to give solid advice from TI. Click forward to take you through the course structure that we've developed. When you open the course, you go through a brief introduction, and then you see this course menu. The course has 5 sections in it. The first section covers the awareness level, what is bribery, how are bribes paid, and why this matters to the organisation. But then sections 2 and 3 take up pretty much 3/4 of this course, and that's where you go into the detail of the scenarios, which are extremely deep, and the scenarios you'll see listed out. Some of the scenarios, when we get into section 3 here, show the different areas that this covers: high-risk countries, using agents, inducements and facilitation. Moving on, there is a section about the bribery laws and the consequences of falling foul of such, both for you as an individual and for an organisation. And the course ends with some best practice details about reporting. And there's also a very good checklist at the end of the course with red flags and how you should operate. So, you don't have to do all of the course in that order. On the TI UK website, you can delve in and out of any part of the course, find the bits that are most relevant to you or interesting to you, and so therefore you don't have to do it all in a linear fashion. Although in a corporate situation, one would suggest that there should be a structured linear path for staff within an organisation to go through. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So, why is this a benchmark course? Well, the tone of the course is very realistic. It's neither preaching, it's not a purist approach, it's trying to strike chords with individuals to say, I can understand how that might happen, or I can understand how I may be approached in that sense. And so it's got a good business to a very practical tone throughout. But essentially, what makes it unique is the level of detail within the course. That from start to finish, this is 100 minutes. And don't worry, you can delve in and out as much as possible, as much as you require. And it is there as a very detailed resource for you. So there is plenty of best practice advice throughout this of how to prevent, avoid and resist bribery. But essentially the scenarios, as Chandu mentioned earlier, are very deep and they are based upon real experiences of companies. Users are asked to make difficult decisions throughout these scenarios, just like in real life. The scenarios are so realistic that you could be quite a way through the scenario before you realise that there is a risk of a bribe taking place. And throughout these scenarios, there is clear advice from TI on how to handle specific situations. And we feel that these debriefs really set it apart from anything else that's out there at the moment. And we are able to say that because we offer our own course, and we do believe that this is over and above anything else that's currently available. So how does this course fit with adequate procedures? Well, right now we think best practice for training is in 3 different levels. We believe that most organisations at the moment are covering off very nicely level 1, and we think that this course will help to take them over and above that. So level 1, we think is awareness, and this course most certainly fits in the category of awareness training, as does the PowerPoint presentation, of which you've all got the trainer's handbook on your chair. In addition to awareness, level 2 is practice, and we think this is where this course comes into its own and is unique amongst other e-learning courses, purely because of the depth and the quality of the case scenarios throughout this course. So they really are worth investigating further. And the 3rd level of training is that in-depth sessions that you should have with your high-risk and senior personnel. And again, the PowerPoint presentation is a good starting point for helping with that. Obviously, every business is different, has different risks, and those high-risk individuals will need quite focused learning. So, I've told you a little bit about the e-learning itself, but as I've mentioned, there are other resources available too. There is the PowerPoint presentation, which is available to download now from transparency.org.uk/training. And also the training notes, which you've got in front of you, but are also available to download. And you can go and experience the e-learning course on the same site. It's also available on FTI's site, as well as Inmarkets' site. We will continue to develop the resources that are on that site, and for example, make the course available for iPad use in the not too distant future. Finally, let me reiterate that you can access to the course is completely free for as many individuals within your organisation or individuals that choose to come along and experience the course. You can launch it as many times as you like. There's no username and password, and you can pass that on to as many people as you require. However, if you wish to use it as part of a structured learning programme within your organisation. You may require this course to be abbreviated somewhat to specific cases that are relevant to your organisation. You may want tracking and completion certificates and assessments within this. You can purchase a licence to the course to do so. You can speak to Inmarkets about that, and also if you need this course to be delivered, we can help with that too if you don't have your own learning management system. So that's an abbreviated